Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Again, want to thank everyone for your support on the channel. All the viewers, all the subscribers, immensely appreciate the support. As you guys can see here, I have my Stash Invest app pulled up, and today I want to take a look at the performance since the big pullback in the stock market correction over the last couple of weeks. How has the Stash Invest app performed? First, I want to point out here there is a little bit of a redesign here. You can see the top of the screen looks somewhat different. It has the total portfolio value as well as total return up on the right there. Before it had a circle with the same information. If we go to the bottom here, pretty much the same layout. The icons are somewhat smaller, but if we click into any individual investment, this is the one stock on Stash Invest here. This page is identical, no changes at all. Again, these are all rebranded ETFs. This one here is actually BRK.B, Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated Class B, otherwise known as Roll with Buffett on the application here. So let's go back to the performance here, and I'm quite surprised how well Stash Invest has held up. You can see here, current total portfolio value, $1,160. Total return over on the right there, $173.26, 17.55%, and that is not taking into consideration fees that have been subtracted from the account. So essentially, you can see it should be $1,175. So about $15 or so has been subtracted from the account, but still a very good performance, 16 to 17%. And this is in despite the market pulling back at one point about 10 to 11%. So very, very pleased how the application has held up. The investments in the application are doing very, very well. And let's kind of go through some of these to show you exactly how well they are doing. Again, quite surprised at some of the particular ETFs in the portfolio that are doing so well. There are still a number of ETFs over 30% return. This is about 7.5 months or so, almost 8 months now, from putting in initial $1,000 into the portfolio. So up on top there, you can see Roll with Buffett, still up over 20% return, 21.79. Defending America, one of the stocks over 30%. That's still up over 30% despite the pullback in the stock market over the last 2 weeks. So very, very good performance. Tremendous performance, actually. Internet Titans, another ETF, I should say, up over 30%, 32.73. Blue Chips came back a bit. This, I think, was up around 19 to 20%, now at 14.5%. American Innovators, 24.17%. And as I scroll down here, you can see another stock here, almost at 30%. Colossal China, 29.95%. Social Media Mania, 35.47%. And that's tremendous performance. That's even after the big pullback in the stock market. So quite pleased with the investment application here. Quite surprised, actually, that a lot of these are still 20 plus, and a number are 30 plus rates of return after the correction. Again, this is after the stock market correction. Robots rising here, 24.4%. Modern Meds, 31.79%. Another one in the 30 plus rate of return. And as I scroll down here, you can see the majority of these are 10 plus, if not 15 plus rate of return. And as we get to the bottom here, there are a few that are not doing as well, but still here you can see most of these are in the 10 plus % range. Aggressive mix there, 5. I think that's the lowest so far. As I continue to scroll down here, you can see double digits for the majority of the investment application ETFs and stocks here. Again, I have purchased every one of the investment options, 37 ETFs, 1 stock, 38 investments total. You can see on the bottom there, Wireless Wonders is down 7.76%, by far the worst in the portfolio. Uncle Sam's, 3.78. Public Works, 1.88 in the red, and then Park My Cash also in the red. So looks like there are 5 ETFs in the red, or 4 actually. One borderline there at 1.13%, moderate mix 1.74. But again, if we scroll back up to the top, there are still a number that are still 30 plus % rates of return. And that Colossal China ETF was 35%. So very, very pleased, quite surprised again with the application, how well the developers have picked the stocks in this particular application. Again, I bought every single one of the investment options. So this is the portfolio, not maximized, simply going through and trying to get a good broad representation of every investment option to kind of show you guys over time how these have done. And again, this is about at 8 months of performance. Bought all of these about 8 months ago, and you can see that there are a number in the 30+ rates of return. So quite pleased with that. Again, let's go back over the 30+% ones. Defending America. And you can jump into the application here, for example, Internet Titans, and you can find exactly what the underlying ticker symbol is, plug that into your other brokerage accounts, and buy that outright on the other accounts. So you can start day swing trading this if you so please, or just keep it longer term in a more traditional type of brokerage account. Again, this is the ticker symbol FDN here, a First Trust Dow Jones Internet Index Fund here. So you can go through, do that, and then buy these on other brokerage accounts. So just wanted to do a quick review here after the big pullback in the stock market. The portfolio value, just to compare, before the pullback was 116. So it's done tremendously well after the pullback. And the total rate of return, I believe, was 18.35%. Now it's 17.55%. Again, there is a discrepancy between the total portfolio value and the total return just because of the fees that this application charges. So I hope this has informed you guys on the performance of the application here, Stash Invest. It's done tremendously well, even after the pullback in the stock market. The Robinhood portfolio definitely has suffered more than the Stash Invest portfolio. Here, I've only lost $9, less than 1% actually. In the Robinhood portfolio, I think I've lost around 6% or so over the past 2 weeks of trading. It has been coming back very strong over the past couple days of trading, but still quite pleased with how well Stash Invest has endured the market pullback. Some may say correction, but I think it's kind of a pullback right now. If it does continue to trend down, it definitely will be a correction at some point. I do anticipate that in the future. So again, not to make the video too long, just wanted to update you guys on the Stash Invest portfolio, the all investment portfolio. Every one of the investment options has been bought. It was majority of these were bought 8 months ago, to show you guys exactly what type of performance over time you can get with this very simple but yet very powerful application on your smartphone for investing. Very good for new investors on the markets.